Online gaming, converting digital currency into pounds. When we play online games, lots of us will end up spending money in the currency of that game. We'll often buy a package of points at the start and then purchase a bunch of different items as we play the game. It's important for us to understand the actual value of the items purchased with the in-game currency. To do this, we need to be able to convert the in-game currency, like FIFA points, Robux, V-Bucks, or Minecoins, into pounds, so we can see how much we're actually spending. In this video, we're going to learn how by working through an example together. Say we have an exchange rate of pounds to FIFA points, which is £10 to 2,000 FIFA points. Charlie buys a range of in-game purchases, as shown below. How much has Charlie spent in real life? Looking at the information about the FIFA points that we've been given, we can work out the total amount of FIFA points that Charlie spent. We do this by adding up 150 points spent on player cards, and the 200 points spent on jersey kits, and the 100 points spent on badges, and lastly, the 350 points spent on fitness cards. This gives us a grand total of 800. Given that we know that Charlie has spent 800 FIFA points, let's work out how much 800 FIFA points is worth in pounds. To do this, we set up the exchange rate pounds to FIFA points as a ratio, so we can make some comparisons and do some calculations. Looking at the question, we know that £10 gets you 2,000 FIFA points. So first we find out how much £1 is worth in FIFA points. As once we know this, we can work out how much any amount of FIFA points is worth in real life. To get from £10 to £1, we remember that any number divided by itself equals 1. So in this case, we can see that £10 divided by 10 equals 1. Because we're looking at ratios, we recall the golden rule. Whatever we do to one side, we need to do to the other. So now we do 2,000 points divided by 10, which gives us 200 FIFA points. Now that we know that £1 will buy 200 FIFA points, we need to work out how much 800 FIFA points costs in pounds. Going back to our ratios, we can put in our 800 FIFA points and look at how to convert the 800 points into pounds. To do this, we first need to find out how many times bigger 800 is than 200. Because multiplying and dividing work on opposites, we calculate 800 divided by 200, which equals 4. So we can see that 800 is 4 times bigger than 200. So we're multiplying this side by 4. And again with ratios, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So we then multiply our £1 by 4, which gives us £4, meaning that overall Charlie has spent £4 on in-game purchases. So, as a brief recap, we first worked out the total amount of FIFA points that Charlie spent on in-game purchases. We then worked out how much £1 is worth in FIFA points. And we finally used this to calculate the total amount of pounds spent. The method we've just used will be super helpful as it applies to all exchange rates, like when working out conversions between dollars to pounds or euros to pounds. It's also important to highlight that in-game currency is often bought in bundles, and it may be that you don't spend all of the amount in one session. However, once you've paid for the package and the purchase has been made, your money is locked in, which is why it's worth being able to track the value of what you're spending as you go. Lastly, remember that spending when online gaming can easily add up and escalate over time. So if you are making purchases, it's important to check with whoever is paying the bill and to always keep track of your money.